This is crazy. My ex just admitted he said the same thing when he was live. And when he did it, when he explained the same thing I did, all these haters didn't accuse him of doxing. But when I said he rents from his mom, the same thing he said her name, he said he rents from her. I corrected them and said he rents from her and said her name. Oh, but they accused me of doxing. Listen to this phone call. I was live last night and the chat kept spamming that you said I had blah, 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 blah. And I was trying to ignore them. And then I started arguing with them and they said, well, at least Don owns his own house. You rent. I said, Don technically rents too from his mom. And then they were like, he owns his house. I said, no, that he doesn't. His mom does. I said her name. Go ask her. She'll tell you. That's not doxing.
I told them that the other day. Who cares?
Yeah. See? You even told them your mom owns the house. So it's like, but if you do it, it's okay. If I do it, they say I'm doxing.
But it's basically the same thing. I'm not renting.
It's just the point. I don't want to respond to them anymore if they bring you up, and I'm not going to engage because they take things too far. Correcting them when they're wrong the same way you did is not doxing.
I ignored them. I said, they kept saying that you doxed my mom, and I said, why do I care?
Okay.
What are you going to do?
I didn't do that, though. So, well, I'm going to go. Bye. There you have it. He said it, too. He said he rents from his mom, too. That's not doxing. All these people in my chat were trying to put me and my ex up against each other, spreading rumors, blah, blah, blah. And at one point, they said, well, at least your ex owns a house. You rent. And I said, he does not own his house. He rents from his mom. Ask her yourself. And then they're like, oh, that's doxing. You said her name. You said her name. So did he. So did he. Are you accusing him of doxing? Correcting someone and saying a name is not doxing, and he did it too. That's the craziest thing. His reaction when I told him the story was like, oh yeah, so did I. I told him the same thing. So now all of you can stop, because if you're going to do it to me and accuse me of doxing, you better do the same thing to him. Tell me why it's okay for one person to do something and they don't get any heat, but then when I do it, I get heat. My ex even agrees that's not doxing at all. Correcting someone when they're wrong, saying, no, he doesn't own his house. He rents from his mom. Ask her yourself. That's not doxing. That's correcting someone who's misinformed. And he even admits that the other night, he corrected them as well. He literally just admitted it on camera. Quit lying for clout and spreading rumors. Quit being hypocrites. If you're going to say, oh, it's doxing when Adrielle does it, but it's not doxing when Dawn does it. Can you see and finally see that these people are literally just doing this for attention? Also, if you have a problem that I recorded him, well, now we're even. Because he recorded our phone calls and my phone call on speakerphone and played it on his live stream. He didn't tell me he was recording, nothing. He even posted our private messages and stuff like that. So we're even now. Because you're going to all be up in flames and be like, oh, you're recording him. You recorded that phone call. But you're not going to do the same to him when he records our phone calls? No. If he can do it, why can't I? I have had enough of this BS. He literally just admitted that he said the same thing to his audience. That blows my mind, but not really, because these people are so hypocritical. That actually blows my mind that in the phone conversation, his first reaction was, yeah, so did I. I told them that too. I told them all about it. So you guys already knew he was renting from his mom. And not you guys, because I know not all of you watching me are a part of a hate mob. It actually blows my mind that you guys the haters already knew that you rented from his mom because he had already told you. And just listen to his reaction. It's not doxing. Doxing is giving out personal contact information, details of their whereabouts maliciously to cause them harm. Me saying, no, my ex doesn't own a house. He rents from his mom. Go ask her yourself. That's not doxing. That's just communication. This is crazy. I remember one time, listen to this. They always say I dox people. They always say Adriel doxes people. This is crazy. Listen to this one. One time I went to Starbucks. This was when I was living in my hometown full of crazies who were obsessed with me because it was such a small town. They had nothing better to do. I was at a Starbucks drive-thru. I was ordering a coffee. I wasn't recording. I was just in the drive-thru and my phone was on the dash. The barista hands me my coffee. I reach out the window to grab it and she tugs the coffee back. And I look at her and I go like this. And then she tugs it back. And I'm like, what are you doing? And she said, she literally tried to stick her head in my window. Are you recording me? And I looked at her and I said, no. She's like, are you sure you're not recording me? And I said, yes, why would I be recording you? She's like, okay. I just want to make sure that when I give you your coffee, before I give you your coffee, that you know you don't have consent to record me. And I'm like, I'm not recording you. And then she said, okay, have a nice day. I'm sorry. That's like how these rumors impact people. People actually eat that shit up. Now, here's the crazier thing. Here's what's crazier. After I got my coffee and drove off, I pulled over in my car later at the next place I was shopping at. And I said, you're not going to believe just what just happened. I just went to get a coffee and the barista tugged it back and asked if I was recording her and wouldn't give me my coffee until I could prove I wasn't recording her. And then I go to Wegmans a few weeks later and some teenage girl who was like 17 starts screaming, get her out of here. She's going to record people and dox them. That's what she did a couple weeks ago to my friend who works at Starbucks. I'm like, that's not doxing. I shared a story how a barista wouldn't give me my coffee until I could prove that I wasn't recording her. You people are paranoid, and I'm done talking about it. Now that I'm done talking about that, I don't want problems with anyone. I don't go out of my way to talk about anyone. Unfortunately, since I have such a large TikTok platform and outreach on TikTok, think of it this way. My TikTok account had over 1 million followers. My video views received 50 million to 1 million views per month in a 28-day period. My live streams received 1.5 to 2 million views a week, which is about 10 million views a month on my live streams. So between my live streams and my videos, I had minimum 60 million views a month. Out of that are coming clout chasers. And now I don't have TikTok. My name, even though I'm absent on that platform, my name still generates close to 10 to 15 million views per month, even though I'm not on that app. That's how many people are hungry for the views associated with my name. I, for example, received 585 million views in the year of 2024. That's 500 million views. People see there's a monetary value that coincides with live streaming and talking about me, making videos about me. And unfortunately, they go about it by creating rumors and lies because they know that's what gets the views. So they make up a lie about me. They get 1 million views. If their account has over 10,000 followers, that video with 1 million views is worth $700 to $750. That's the truth about why people spread so many nasty lies about me. But unfortunately, to the average person who's not monetized on the internet, who just is living their everyday life watching, they eat this shit up and believe it. And that impacts me in my real life, or it did impact me in my real life back when I was living in a small town. So the hypocrisy is crazy.